Yeah, there's actually a lot of things, and that's why you want to check with the city before, especially at the auctions, before you do anything. But again, to go with auctions, I would probably run at least a letter report through a title company. There's things like demolitions fees. I know in certain municipalities, especially, I would be real cautious right now with the tornadoes and stuff that we had earlier in the year, because demolition, I don't know what it would be today, but it's typically ran between about 10 and 15,000 bucks. You might be picking up a lot for $500, but it comes with a $10,000 lien. And they will aggressively come after you for this stuff. That once you own it and they have a new owner and somebody that they can actually come to, they can, yeah, MSD is another one. Steve put that in there. A very good point right there. MSD does not go away. That don't even always show up on your title reports until you close on the property. We had one we actually sold last year, and it was in Hazelwood, and the previous tenant we had didn't pay anything anyway. So, and I sold it to somebody else, and he did anyway. It's a longer story, but he had about $500 in MSD fees, which I went ahead and paid before we closed on it. And then when we got to the closing, MSD had penciled in another $190 something. And some of it was money that I knew I didn't even really owed, but you don't have any choice on that. So that's just a couple of things. There's always stuff, though, that you need to be aware of like that whenever you buy a property like that. It's because it's not like going to, buying one that's already listed off the MLS or something like that. When you deal with some of these off-market properties, the grass cutting